Realtyna's organic MLS integration is a WordPress-based solution that gives you the advantage of integrating directly with your MLS provider. Once the solution is set up on your WordPress website, it gives you the ability to automatically fetch the listings from your MLS's database and import that into your own website's database. This solution also automatically updates the listings on your database at a set interval, whether that's twice a day, every few hours, or every few minutes, depending on when these updates are made available by your MLS, as well as your hosting system's capacity to support the frequency of those updates. Once the listings are on your database, our core product, the WPL Pro, which is also a necessary product for the MLS integration, automatically generates individual property detail pages for each listing imported from your MLS. Each listing page on your site can populate as an indexable content page as well, which can help improve your organic SEO. This is basically as effective as if you were writing blog articles every single day, every hour of the day. The purpose of it is to utilize the MLS listings as a way to generate a constant stream of activity on your site through the new listings that are added on your site, as well as the listing updates that happen directly on your website. This is a way for Google crawlers to see that your site is active and that you are showcasing up-to-date and recent information, which gives you a better organic SEO ranking in comparison to other sites that are doing a different type of IDX technology. Improving your organic SEO as well increases your ranking on Google, which gives you a higher chance of capturing leads. With the way that our organic MLS integration works, all of the integration configurations happen directly on your website and on your own database as well. Having this direct connection with your MLS gives you the advantage of having more flexibility in terms of what information you acquire from your MLS provider. To give you a more detailed explanation of this, let's check out the back end of one of our client sites that has our organic MLS integration in place. What you're looking at right now is the back end of one of the sites we built that has our organic MLS integration in place. Once your MLS integration solution is installed in your website, it'll populate as these three menus, which basically represent the steps of our organic MLS integration process. The first step is establishing connection with your MLS provider. This is where you'll need access to your MLS server. This could either be the RETS access or the ResoWeb API access. Some MLS providers support one or the other, and some MLS providers support both. Our organic MLS integration is compatible with both RETS and ResoWeb API. So it'll be up to you to decide on which data feed you decide to integrate into your website, as well as which one your MLS provider supports. Once you have those access credentials, they're entered into the MLS add-on in order to be able to initiate connection with your MLS. And then that connection is established. The organic MLS integration has the added advantage of allowing you to integrate multiple data feeds into the same website as well. So down the road, if you decide to extend your coverage area, or if you have offices in multiple states and they're different MLS providers, you'll have the ability to be able to integrate those MLS providers into the website as well. As long as you have the access credentials to the MLS, as well as the hosting capacity to be able to accommodate the number of listings that you'll be importing from your MLS providers. The next stage to the MLS integration process is mapping. This is where you'll map the fields that are available on your MLS provider's database into your own website's database. One of the key advantages to our organic MLS integration is because it's a direct connection with your MLS provider. Any of the fields that are available on your MLS's database, you'll have the option to map into your own website's database as well. And the fields that you map are what populates as fields on the property details page, as well as what you can also add as a filter or as a criteria on the search widget, which is a feature of the WPL Pro. The last stage to our organic MLS integration is deciding what listings from your MLS provider you would like to import into your own database. Our solution gives you the flexibility in deciding whether you want to import all of the listings that are a part of your MLS's IDX feed, or whether you would like to set filters that limit what listings are imported from your MLS provider. These could be limits based on location, property type, listing type, status, or even price ranges. Basically, as long as it's a field with your MLS provider, it can also be added as a criteria on the MLS query and used as a limit to decide on what listings are imported from your MLS. This is also the stage where the frequency of how often the MLS updates would happen on your database are set. Once all of the necessary MLS integration steps are done, from establishing the connection, to setting up the mapping, to deciding on the MLS query, you are now ready to start importing listings from your MLS provider into your own database. Once you have them imported, you can also access those listings on the Listing Manager, which is a feature of the WPL Pro. This is a more user-friendly way for you to be able to view the listings that you've acquired from your MLS provider. An added advantage to having the listings directly into your own database as well is that our WPL Pro gives you the ability to also make edits to those listings. For the listings that you've listed yourself with the MLS provider, if you have access to more photos, more information for the listings, if you have the virtual tour files or video attachments you would like to embed, or even other file attachments that you would like to add to the listings and make available for your users directly on the property details page of the listing, you are going to be able to edit the version of the listings that you have imported into your own database and be able to add those additional information you have for the listings. This gives you the ability to be able to show and add information to your users that they're not going to be able to access on any other listing that is showcasing the same IDX data feed that is imported from your MLS provider.